So hi guys, now let's solve another problem series differential equation. So now as you can see, this is a non-homogeneous equation, but it doesn't have any other condition. So I think we can just choose that our n x naught would be equals to 0, so that we can use this formula y1 is equals to n is equals to 0 infinite a n x n. So if we find its derivative, it would be first derivative. So n is equals to 1 to infinite a n. So we're gonna bring down the n and x and minus 1. And then for second derivative, that would be so n 0 infinite a n, then the n, gonna bring down the n minus 1 times x and minus 2. Now let's substitute. Let's write substitute. So that's the second step. So for that, so we have the y, so this would be, so for substitution, summation n is equals to 2 infinite a n n minus 1 x n minus 2 plus x squared. We have, and then first is a n x n minus 1, then we have plus 4, and we have summation n is, oh wait, this is n is to 1 equals to 0 summation a n x n. Now so this one and this one would be absorbed here, so this would going to be, so this is summation of n minus 1, so a n and n, so x, so this is 2 minus 1 is n plus 1, plus this one will be 0. So for a n is 2x and this one deface it, oh no, so we're just gonna copy this, copy and paste here. So this is our equation. So after that, we see that our exponent are not the same. So first, let's isolate this equation first. This one. So I'm gonna write in this pen. So this is summation of n is equals to 2 a n minus 1 and x n minus 2. So for this one to be cancelled out, we need positive 2. So let's n, let n be equals to n plus 2. So this would be n plus 2 is equals to 2 a n plus 2, then this would also be n plus 2, and this would be n plus 2 minus 1, and this would be n plus 2 minus 2. So this would be cancelled, and this would be cancel equals to 0. So this would be of so n is equals to 0, a n plus 2, n plus 2, n plus 1, x n. So, tama ba? So yeah, okay, let's just highlight this one. Okay, and then next, let's change the color for this one. I think we can do it here. Let's save some space. So it should be infinite. So n is equals to 1, a n x n plus 1. So this should be 0. We let 0 n, as we need n minus 1. Wait. N minus 1. So let's substitute everything. N is minus 1 is equals to 1. And then a n minus 1. Then n minus 1. X. And this would be n minus 1 plus 1. This would be 0. This would going to be 2. So summation n is equals to 2 infinite a n minus 1 n minus 1 into x 2. So there you go. So let's copy everything. Let's copy, paste. Can we change this color to black? No, we cannot. And then this one. Let's copy this. Plus, nope, not that one. So we failed. And this one from here. Let's see it. Now we see that we have a different starting point. And the rule for that is that the highest n is where we started. So, eto, we need to find the n for 0 and 1. Same with this. So 0 and 1. So let's solve for the pink. The pink one. So let's say that n is equals to 0. Therefore, this one would be a 0 plus plus 2, and then this would be 0 plus 2, and this would be 0 plus 1 x 0. So this would be equal to a2. So 2 times 1 is 2, or 2a2. Then for n is equals to 0, so this would be, let's add a new page, I mean 1. For 1, you would gonna a is equals to 1 plus 1 times 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1 x1 equal to a, this is 2, this would be 3, and this would be 3 times 2x, so that would be 6. 3, a 3x. And then for the other one, so let's write in a black one. So for n is equals to 0, this would be 4a 0 x 0. So this would be just 4a 0. Then for n is equals to 1, for a1 x1, or for a1x. Now that we have solved this, we can say that this would be equal to now let's rearrange it. So this could be equal to what? So we have the 4a a0 plus 4a1x plus 2a2 plus 6a3x. And then now we would have the same starting point, therefore we can add it plus summation of n equals to 2. So let's just copy it all. An plus 2, n plus 2, n plus 1, then plus a n minus 1, n minus 1 plus 4 a n x squared. Now let's not forget that we also have an equals to 1 over x squared. So let's compare this one to the left hand side. So for this one, we have a constant here. We also have a constant here. So we have a 4a0 plus 2a squared is equals to 1. And then we also have, no, for this one, same. So it's for a1x. No, let's remove the x. Plus 6a3 is equals to 0 because there is no x1 here. Now let's compare. So for this we would solve the inside. So for n is equals to 2, that would be a, this is plus. So 2 plus 2 times 2 plus 2, 2 plus 1 plus a 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 plus 4 a 2, yeah, x squared. So this would be equals to a4, so that would be 4, 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. Let me write it. That would be 12a4 plus this one would be a 1, right? Am I right? Wait. This one, and then this is two, this one, and then this would be a1, and then plus for a for a 2 times x2 x, so the x power of 2. So for the x, that would be 12a4 plus a1 plus 4a squared is equals to -1. So that would be the condition of it. So let's slowly solve it. So let's get the highest. This one, and this one. So for the first one, we have, so this one would be 2a squared is equals to 1 minus 4a squared, and then divided by 2. That this would be a squared is equals to 1.5. This is not a minus 1.5. Minus also a 1, maybe a 2, a 0, and then for 6, second of 6, a 3 is equals to negative a 1, 6, a 3 is equals to negative 2 third a 1, And then for this, the highest is 4. So this would be 12. A4 is equals to A1 plus 4A square, right? Divided by 12. So this would be equals to A4 is equals to A1 12 plus 4 is 1 over 3 A2. But we know that A2 is this one. So this would be A4 equals over 12 plus 1 third. Wait, this would be negative. I just realized that it should be negative, and therefore this also be negative, wait. And this one times 1/2 minus 2A0 equals to that would be 3 times 2. This would be 1. Oh my god. Should be 1 over 6 plus 2 over 3 A square. So this is R2, 3, and R4. Now for our wait a minute, kaping mainit. Did I did wrong 12 A? Okay, so sabi na. I'm so sorry guys. So I did something terrible. I did something wrong in this part. Yeah. This is very normal to me. So we need to also equate the -1 here. Therefore, it. It's not that totally wrong. It's just that we are lacking something. That's why I feel like, there's something wrong. This should be -1 here. So yeah. Then there should be a -1/2 here. So -1/2. Okay. -1/2. 1/2. So let's erase this. We're not done with this. So this is equals to so it's a1/12 plus 2/3 a0. Now let's so this would be, so if we would solve this would be -1/4. So that's it. So this is 1/4 for our A4. Now with that, so we already have our 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's find. Parang ang gulo niya, no? I'm so sorry for this, guys. So now we can actually find other n values. So let's find n to 4 and 5. So we can now use inside of this equation this one. Copy. Because we know that from n equal to, no, it should be 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and this would be equals to 0. So we can manipulate this, guys. So for the highest, so should be a n plus 2 then you can have this have this negative a n minus 1 and minus 1 then minus 4 a n over this one, so n plus and n plus 1. And we can use this equation to anything that n is equal, greater than or equals to 3. So let's just find the 3 and 4, okay? So n, for n is equals to 3, that would be that would be a 3 plus 2 is equals negative a 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 1 minus 4 a 3. So this would be 3 plus 2 and 3 plus 1, in which this would be equal to a, this would be 5. For a5 we have negative a 2 times 2 minus 4 a 3 over 5 and 4. Now we know that a1 a1 and a3. So actually we can still transform this into something. So a5 is equals to, so our a2 is 2 times 1/2 minus 2 a0 minus 4. Our a3 is negative 2 third. Oh, sorry. A1, right? And then over 5 over 4 equals to 1. It should be negative here. Negative this. Let's insert the negative. So this would be negative 1.5. Say positive. So 2 times 2 is 4 a0 minus, so negative, we have negative 4 times 2 third, negative 8 over 3 a1. Then let's make 20. Wait, there's no 1. So and then I think this can be also equal to, let me see, Sumasisisi mo ba? And then after that we could have the n is equals to 4. So how can oh my god, doing it all wrong. Should be me. Over to 0. So for the A5, we express as negative 1 over 20 plus this one for this will be 1 over 5 A0 minus sorry guys, I'm actually using calculator because my mind is not very mathematical right now, and yeah, I'm in survival mode. This would be negative 2 over 15 A1. So that's it for A5. And then for A4, so that will be A. So 4 plus 2 is equals to, oh my god, what will happen? Minus A4 minus 1, then 4 minus 1 minus 4A4 over 4 plus 2 and 4 plus 1 equal to negative A should be 3 times 3 minus 4A4 and this will be 6 times 5, in which this would be negative 3A3 minus 4A4 over 30. Now let's find, wait a minute. So negative 3 times is negative 1/3. I mean 2/3 A1 minus 4 The A4 is very long. Now, let me copy this one. This would be cancel, cancel. Negative, negative. Equals to positive 2A. 1. Why did I? It's 2A1 minus 4 divided by 12 is equals to 1 over 3A1 plus 2, 3. Oh, okay, wait. This should be like this, right? So, ito siya, to. So, negative 4 times 2/3 is also 2/8. 3, 8. How is 8, 3. Negative. A09 plus 1 over 30. Minus wait. Over 9 A1 minus so yun. Yeah. I am very lost like right now. Masisisi mo ba kung ayaw na talaga, kung ang pag-ibig ay 4 and this is 5 and 6. So that's why this would be y. X is equals to, for 0, 1, we don't have 0, 1. Plus, for 8, diba, this one. Okay. I will just gonna write it so it would be very clear. So, diba, ax is equals to ax sub 0 plus a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 and so forth and so forth. So now let's substitute everything. So for y is equals to x. So we don't have a1, right? So we start from a2. So for a1 it will be a0 plus a1 x plus for a2 we have this equation uh, copy for a2 paste x squared plus for a3 copy now let's just put it here x3 plus for x4 copy plus actually I'm not really sure with the 6 and the 5 but this would be the equation overall. So this would be the final equation of it, and I hope I was right. I think this should be negative, right? Wait, that it needs the negative sign for this. Yes, it needs the negative sign. It should be negative also because we transform it here to there. So negative, negative, negative. Okay. So there should be a negative here, negative here, negative here. Should be negative here. And I think that's all for this video. So this video has a lot of mistakes. And I'm still uploading this because a reminder to myself that sometimes we need to also learn from our mistake. I'm just kidding. Yes, I don't want to upload this.